Hello everyone, I'm Effa. For the next 50 minutes, I'm going to present you my project on adaptive reusing the rare portion of the cattle depot in the city heart of Hong Kong, a city where I grew up, get knowledge from. Next slide, please. So Hong Kong is one of the most affluent, economically developed, and highest standard of living areas in the world. The pace of life in Hong Kong is incredibly fast, especially in areas like Victoria Harbour and Central. So as a special design student focusing on the megacity, you might think that only solution to this super dense urban space is to build higher and higher. However, as living space are sequenced vertically, our connection to the ground and our original rhythm of life is lost, replaced by the breathless hustle and bustle of the metropolis. Every day, from early morning to the late at night, Hong Kong streets are filled with people in a hurry, moving forward without pause, forgetting the natural flow of life. So as Hong Kong entered a post-development stage with many aging buildings with a trend of constructing ever taller structures, we must ask, how can we address the resurgence of our contemporary metropolis? Next slide, please. So, same as the overall building types in Hong Kong, the site is surrounded by the man-made concrete jungle. Next slide, please. So the site map reveals a stark contrast between the high-density, high-rise buildings that dominate the surrounding urban landscape, horizontal spread of the cattle depot and its rail area. So coming to the next slide. Unlike the concrete forest that was built by people, the old cattle depot site is surrounded by greenery and natural scenes. Next slide, please. So as the space that has been abandoned since 1999 and is now repurposed to be adopted reused to serve the community, the front part of the cattle depot is already been changed into an artist village. The raw portion of the cattle depot's rearrangement is undergoing. So next. As mentioned above, the space surrounding the site where high-rise and rapid urbanization dominate the landscape. Partial development to the front cattle depot as potential for the bound to be remodeled. Next, please. So, what can the space, which has horizontal extension in the high-rise city center, bring to Hong Kong through renovation? Next, please. As indicated in the project title, Breathe and Breathe aims to strike a balance, transforming this abandoned site into a vibrant space. Next, please. Encourage the local people finding more moments of tranquility amidst the city's relentless pace. It is a call to the residents of Hong Kong to rediscover the forgotten rhythm of their daily lives, to reconnect the subtle details that often go unnoticed. Next, please. Due to the diverse surrounding environment, the diversity of user groups targeted by the site, unique users of the front part of the cattle depot, artist village, contract with surrounding buildings in terms of form, my design aims to champion sustainable development through the adaptive reuse of the cattle depot's right portion as a recreational open space. Next, please. So the interior arrangement of the site is designed to be dynamic and participatory, prioritizing the needs of the local residents. Next, please. So the development approach encourages self-built initiatives and foster a sense of community ownership. So coming to the next slide. The ultimate goal is to transform the site into a recreational building center that offers flexible spatial arrangements for the public. Next, please. In addition to serving as a social center, the site will also function as a gallery, complementing the art workshops located in front of the cattle depot. It will serve as a gathering place for people, a tranquil spot in the heart of the city, a place for rest, and a breathing space that horizontally expands the vertical activity distribution of the surrounding commercial and residential areas. Next, please. To respect the heritage value of the site, through the integration of the old and new, can form an unrestricted planning approach that respects the original and brings more possibilities to the site. Next, please. So coming to the modifications to the existing structure include the addition of the canopy to create an indoor space and the protection of the existing brick columns with a steel frame to support the new roof. Next, please. So the project adopts a making and do attitude with interventions in the existing buildings tailored to their specific needs rather than adhering to a particular aesthetic theme. So this approach ensures that development is sustainable, community-oriented, and responsive to the unique characteristics and requirements of the site. Next, At the heart of the project is the transformation of the cattle depot's rock portion into a flexible, multi-purpose space. The micro-processing of the original site is all based on the energy efficiency route to create an indoor environment that is adaptable to Hong Kong's climate. So providing rain protection and nature light while maintaining thermal comfort and energy efficiency. Next, please. The design incorporates a range of elements that enable a diverse and flexible user experience. Movable platforms, partially removable metal styles, and bridge connecting the two buildings' columns allow for reconfiguration of the space to accommodate various activities. Next, please. Additionally, curtains of freely movable combination screen brackets further enhance adaptability, enabling users to freely plan their own private space within the larger communal setting. Next, please. The selection of materials, icons, and transitions the color and textures between each other, jointly creating a rich virtual spatial experience as well as meets the functional requirements of the site. Next, please. So my goal is to explore the guidance and influence of interior design and human spatial experience from the composition of indoor space. Next, please. I aim to create a pure, flexible, and open space appearance in a relatively simple and easy install manner. Next, please. From the diagram, I understand the furniture as the fundamental component of the composition of interior space. Next, please. The furniture arrangement leads the static interior space to be narrative itself and makes it affordable for flexible types of activities. Next, please. So I attempt to start with furniture and form the spatial experience of people by connecting different levels of space and following the positive order of space generation. I use the combination form of them to intervene in human circulation or spatial orientation, forming following two different spatial forms. Next, please. For the spatial arrangement logic, the first type is the furniture open composition. A second one is the furniture closed composition. Next, please. For the first type, you can see the furniture group with open composition involves the surrounding space, claims the territory larger than itself. The guidance for circulation is weak, and activities here are free. Next, please. So the naturally formed stations makes the entire space as a social center for people gathering together. Next, please. Accessibility allows the space naturally attract people to gathering here. So Martin Table is set for elderly who living in the surrounding community to play together to encourage the older people to social more. Next, please. The semi-open space in the other side is also good for people to link with nature while dealing with their own stuff. They could freely make their own decision. Next, please. So the opening to the corridor encourage visitors to step to the greenery in between the two rows of the building more to engaging with the nature. Next, please. So the nose stations also easily makes the entire space flow without causing overcrowding as a social center for diverse users group. Next, please. Yeah. For the second arrangement, the furniture group, which is close composition, establishes its own territory. So it directs traffic and distinguishes circulation like different movement. Next, please. The division of space is guided by users' own movement, achieving the objective of the entire design, transforming the site into a dynamic social center which could be explored and enjoyed by the users themselves. Next, please. So the stations is private space or set-B coffee area, slows people down a little bit in the fast pace of life. Next, please. So the natural no station shows the open area in this arrangement leaves the space in front of it be free from the large furniture items which could be block circulation of the users. Next, please. The no stations on the other side is arranged to be the gallery, although the two spaces just be divided by the freely combination screen, but the function, but the previous slides. Thank you. But the functional orientation of the space is very different and independent. The direction and use is also clear and separate here. Next slide, please. So based on this logical arrangement, symbol spaces could be alive, and the two are intertwined and combined, making the former space more diverse and activities that can be carried more rich, such as coffee and reading areas, or as third area of the gallery, the workshops corresponding to the artist village on the front of the cattle depot. Next, please. In conclusion, this project represents a thoughtful approach to urban development through a perspective of interior design, prioritizing sustainability, community involvement, and the unique needs of the site. Next, please. From the perspective of the interior, a diverse space that satisfies the social needs of the users can be created through basic means such as simple structure, convenience assemblers, and freely combinable furniture, while meeting functional requirements of the overall spatial quality. So the Breeze project aims to redefine urban development by focusing the neglected spaces within Hong Kong cityscape. By repurposing those overlooked areas, the project seeks to reintegrate them into a city's dynamic ecosystem. So through interior design, it redefines those 4D space, transforming them into vibrant social centers for the community. This initiative calls on Hong Kong residents to rediscover the subtle details of their daily lives, encouraging a collective pulse and a redefined urban trajectory. Next, please. So that's the Breeze, redefining folding space and the Metropolitan Resurgence. Thank you for listening. Thank you.